Top 10 reasons that you may be held back from reaching your goals. The number one thing is approval seeking. We're seeking approval from some outside source. We're seeking approval from a friend, a family member, a parent, a boss, a mentor, something. So the surefire way to understand if that's one of your biggest pain points is, are you asking a question, what should I do? As opposed to asking yourself, what do you want? Because when you can answer the question to yourself, what do you want? Then you figure out what you need to do. The second thing that I hear from a lot of people is negative self-talk. I'm not good enough, I'm not this, I'm not that. It's negative, it's negative, it's negative. And it's so impossible to get a positive result, to have positive impact in your life with investments of negativity. You've got to be your biggest advocate. You've got to be your biggest supporter. The third thing, one of the biggest ways that holds us back from reaching our goal is comparing ourselves to others. The reason why most people compare themselves to others is when we don't know what we want. So it goes back to the root of it. Stay in your lane, create your lane, and identify what it is that was most important to you. Number 4 is focus on the things that, this is another major pain point, is people focus too much on the things that they're not good at. I want you to do this. It's a very powerful exercise. Is ask the people that are around you, ask them to make a list. Hey, what do you think my strengths are? What are the things that you think that I'm really good at? It's to understand the saying, what they may see in you is something you actually never saw within yourself at all. The thing that holds people back from achieving their goals. Number 5, complaining, the big C word. That's the nasty C word. That is the worst C word, okay? I know there's some other bad C words, but I believe that complaining is the worst C word possible. In the human dictionary, complaining is the worst because complaining is proven. It has zero effect of moving the needle. We can't just complain and then not take action on something. Oh, I want to do this, I want to have this, but I'm not willing to spend a little extra time staying up late, doing extra work, learning this new skill set, taking this new class, waking up early, working out, whatever the case is. 6th thing, I'm excited about this one. Lack of knowledge versus lack of enthusiasm, okay? So many times we think, well, if I just knew this, if I just knew this, if I just get to this, if I just figure out this, if I just take this course, if I just learn X, Y, Z, then I'll figure it out. That's the biggest crock. What we control is our attitude, our effort, and our enthusiasm towards any situation. It's all about our perception. It's not about how we're approaching something. It's about the way we're looking at the glass. Number 7, very important, creating a plan. 1, executing to a plan. 2, 3, keeping yourself accountable. I want to share something with you guys known as the Seinfeld strategy. Somebody asked him, so how do you continue to write new material? He said he has this exercise. It's called Don't Break the Chain. So what he does is every year he's got a big old board and he would basically put an X. And it would look something like this. Every day that he would write new material, right, that he would write some jokes, he would give himself an X. So it signified that he did the process, that he's investing in the process, that he's keeping his mind sure, he's keeping the wheels spinning. Now, was every one of his jokes that he made on every single day a hit? No, I would bet that maybe 10% of the jokes that he actually put down on his paper were the ones that were really successful. Right? But he gave himself so many opportunities, so many ways to be creative, so many daily investments of going through the process. It allowed him the opportunity to pick out what his best ones were. You know how exciting it is when you put an X on something saying, I did this today. I'm celebrating success. Athlete ethos number 4, I'm celebrating success. Boom, I'm putting it up on the board. Right? Now I go back. I gave myself another chance. I gave myself an opportunity to get feedback, to test something out, to see what works, to see what doesn't work. Number 8, I want to go through right here, is your AQ, is your adversity quotient, the ability of a person to deal with adversities of his or her life. It is one of the biggest things that I see people who can just take it to another level. They take adversity and they use it to their advantage. They actually love it. Number 9 is not all success is created equal. Define your fit. Everybody is a genius. But if you judge a fish by his ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing it's stupid. Like, not all success is created equal, right? And what's successful to you may be different what's a success to you. But then it all goes down to, what's important to you, what do you want, and understanding what are the things that you actually do extremely well. What I'm great at is this. What I'm great at is actually swimming. What I'm great at is, so this is what I'm a genius in. And really understanding that, Everybody is a genius. You're a genius. There is something that you are so great at. You are at such a high level that you can operate like nobody else on this planet that can operate in. You got to find what that is for you. You got to tap into something so deep within yourself, asking yourself the right questions, staying in your lane, not getting distracted, not comparing yourself to others, not seeking approval. And another saying, not a success is created evil. And the true success is when you define your fit, when you live on your own terms, when you create your own destiny, when you know what that really is. That's what living free is all about. Last thing I want to share with you is lack of daily inspiration. I can't tell you how many times I hear this on a day-to-day. I just don't have the inspiration. I don't have the motivation. Your day starts the night before. Your next day starts the second you put your head down on the pillow. You start going through all the things that you're committed to doing the next day. And that is, guys, why I believe it allows me to be so fired up, so enthusiastic every single morning when I wake up. Because I've made the decision 8 hours before of what I'm going to do. I've put those seeds in my head while I'm sleeping, those positive thoughts, those things that I'm going to accomplish, I must do this day. And so many of these things are universal. These things, what I'm talking about, are universal that so many people have. You're not alone. Like if there's one thing on this list that's saying, yeah, that's me right now. If there's 10 things on this list that's saying that's me right now, I'm telling you, you're not alone, right? There are other people who have issues. There are other people that have pain points as well. But if we don't address those, then they're not going to go away. And I want to share with you guys saying you're worth it. Like you got to believe you're worth it. You got to believe in this vision. You got to believe that you are destined for great things. You got to believe that you can make an impact. You got to believe that you can take it to the next level. You got to believe that you can have whatever you want. You got to believe that you can truly live free, that it's not for somebody else. It's not for, oh, that's for those type of people. That's for these type of people. That's every massive person that was success is just an everyday average person just like you. You owe it to yourself. We get one opportunity at this. We get one opportunity at this to make some massive change. There is no time to waste on the fence. There is no time to waste on somebody else to control our decisions. It doesn't matter who you work for. It doesn't matter who's the president of the United States. It's on us. It's on us to make that move. And when we really believe that, like just that statement right there, when we really believe that, saying, damn, actually I'm in control. I'm the author of my own story. I can write my own story. I can be the hero. I can be whatever I want. That's when life is going to change. And that's when we unlock a freedom mentally first. But to unlock anything else, we've got to unlock it here first. This has been a motto of mine, a mantra of mine for years. Live free. That's success for me, is freedom. Having the freedom of choice, freedom to do what I want. Having the freedom to be who I am, having the freedom to share, having the freedom physically to do what I want at any time. That's what life is all about. Live free.